We're gonna do a song that you never heard before. The volume.
Here they come and get wicked. Here we go again. Ace Kennedy, my brother from another mother.
Bro, I'm still not used to this thing not letting me post.
I am not either, man. I'm not used to it either, though, man. Try it now, though.
All right, let me.
Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah. Let me see here. Oh. Yeah, that is crazy. I'm like, come on now. Y'all been doing so good, and then now you're gonna put this extra security to get things done.
Hey, if they haven't got the notice, we'll change on them. We'll swap our providers on them at the drop of a hat.
We will.
Hey, man. Listen, I'm happy about my boy Ewers, man. QB, Texas. Listen, man.
Hey, we're gonna get into all of that, bro. I'm ready.
Let's get the music going, sir. Because we got some things to talk about.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast.
If you
of all time.
smell what the rock.
The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time.
Listen, if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to the Slash Brothers YouTube and Facebook pages. We are live on both platforms at the same time. You can click on the notification and click on that bell on YouTube, and you can get the heads up whenever your boy's name is getting it popping. Ace Kennedy.
I guess I did the wrong one.
We out here. Listen, these horns, bro.
Bro.
We gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it.
You gotta talk about it because
I am never one.
Uh-huh.
No. What my thing is that okay, I'm never one. I've basically said to myself, right, for NFL, NBA, I know who my team is. I'm not gonna call out anybody else's team. I'm not gonna even brag about doing nothing at all, right? This year, unless you come at my team, right?
Yeah.
But listen, it's this OU Texas game, and this will be a little different because they've been coming at us for the last couple of years when they've been dragging us, when they've been getting these little bitty, they've been having the up on us, though, man. They've been up, but this year, Ace Kennedy,
we went
all the way up.
Because it was 49-0, bro. Not and score.
49. Listen, I'm just trying to make sure.
Hold on, bro. I think they just scored again.
They just scored again. Who scored? Did Robinson score just now? Did Robinson just score again?
He just scored, bro.
Listen, when did they? Why didn't they put in Booty?
Bruh, I was waiting for Booty the whole game. At my house, we had Booty chance, bro. We was waiting for Booty to get in the game. He was
okay,
just there too.
Is Booty? Listen, is he just is he a highly recruited player, or is his name just Booty and that just I don't know.
He was a JUCO player, but I guess his dad used to play. But no, his name is General Booty, and they did not put him in the game. And I'm thinking like, y'all already playing like Booty, so why not put Booty in the game?
So his dad is Booty Senior. Senior
Maybe
Booty.
Major Booty. I don't know.
Now there's another guy on the team whose last name is Major. So they had them side by side as Major Booty
Yeah.
or Booty Major. Either way it goes. But I'm just kind of wondering, like, listen, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the thing I think that if I like, there's no way, bro, that if I'm an OU fan, I just think about the people who went to the game live and saw this massacre. Like
Bro, that was my favorite part of the broadcast was them putting the camera on the fans of OU. There was one dude that was crying.
The people who did the surrender Cobra is the one that got me the most. And this is the thing that I'm tripped out on, because here's the thing though, bro. Like I was telling you before, admittedly, I didn't know what to expect, right? Because I knew that yours was highly rated out of high school. He was reclassified to take advantage of the NIL. I get it. Get the $1 million from the mullet, bro. Get it. And he basically kind of used that year as a redshirt year transfer. Now he's back at the crib. So I didn't know. I didn't follow him in high school like that. He wasn't on my radar. So I didn't know what to expect. I'm just saying that, hey, he's a highly recruited quarterback that we got, that hadn't happened with us in our state where we kept him. And so I think the thing that just in all the times that I've watched that game, and that's every single one of them since high school, basically. I just don't remember OU or any of them for that matter. Like we've lost, but we went out banging. You know what I'm saying? Like if we lost by 20, it was a hard fought 20-point loss. But this one though, bro.
Well, this is my thing.
Wash.
You know, they be talking about how they rebuilding this year and this, that. And I'm thinking, listen, bro. Even on our rebuilds, we have been competitive when it comes to the OU Texas game. Because last year, right, we didn't win, but we came super close. Like you know what I'm saying? So my thing is like I ain't trying to hear nothing about no rebuild or nothing, because we've been rebuilding.
We rebuild every 3 years, 4 years.
Right. But what I'm saying is, even in the rebuild, though, right, we have been competitive. They didn't score a point. I ain't no field goal, no safety. They didn't get nothing. Like not nothing.
Hey, listen, man, I'm not going to even lie. Usually, because I know how these games go, and I know how our luck has been with them on the last few, even though we was beating the brakes off them at halftime. Landon was like, "Oh, this game is over with." Then, and I was still somewhat nervous. I was like, "Let me see."
You need to see it from the last drop.
Yeah, let me see it all the way. Not even. I just didn't think that even if they got to the fourth quarter, that they would just come back and score 7 touchdowns, right? So I saw. I was relieved. I was like, "All right, it's a wrap" at the start of the fourth quarter. But the thing that's crazy to me is that their effort from the first quarter matched the second quarter, which matched the third and fourth. Like they never really seemed like they was competitive. You would have thought that if you just didn't put OU on their helmets, that you were watching Texas play against Louisiana Monroe or El Paso or one of these other teams, bro. They was just some guys out there, though, man.
Listen, bro, and you know the sad part is my play nephew plays for OU, so anytime they not playing Texas. And he was actually doing his thing out there. You know what I'm saying? He wrapped up Bijan. He had yours. You know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing. Jalen Redmond. You know what I'm saying? Number 31 for OU. That's my boy. And, you know, I text him after every game because I pretty much watch the Sooners play just because I want to see what he do. And, you know, he know, though, when they play when they play Texas, though, that's when going against him. So, yeah, man, it was crazy. I gotta show the OU fan though, bro. That John had me. Let me see here. I swear they just done moved around a whole bunch of stuff, bro. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, here we go. Yeah, they done changed up the boy. There we go. All right. Bro, this right here though.
He is in his fields, boy.
Look, he trying. Boom, he
Yeah.
gone.
Oh my gosh, he is in his fields, boy. That boy was going through some pain, bro.
He was going through some emotions, bro. He was
Listen,
emotional.
he was going through that Mary J. Blige, what's the 411 pain, bro. Somebody did that boy wrong.
My thing is, I understand that their quarterback went out, and my thing, I did not want to play them with a handicap because I didn't want the OU fans to already had that, like, oh, we ain't have our quarterback. When I'm like, y'all didn't believe in y'all quarterback to begin with, so whatever.
He was actually listed as a Heisman hopeful at the start of the season.
I mean, I get that, but all I'm saying is they be acting like he don't be doing nothing though. You know what I'm saying? And so they had nobody nobody could throw a ball from your front door to where you sitting at right now. You know what I'm saying? And it was ridiculous. Like, bro, their game plan legitimately was to just run Wildcat the entire game, as though we weren't gonna figure that out. Like, are you this is what y'all really sat there all week and was like, yeah, this is that move right here. This is it. We just gonna keep switching quarterbacks. I'm thinking like, oh, okay. This was the best. Listen, we had our quarterback go out. Ewers went out against Alabama, and we still almost won Alabama game with Card. And you hate Card. Card almost got Tony Parker a word from you.
And I'm trying not to because he's so young. He's still a kid, but I still like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying not to give him the same kind of view that I would. Yeah, like he's still a kid though, bro. So I'm trying to be mindful of that.
He held the team down. So my thing is that, I'm glad he got to come in there for like a play or something like that to get that Texas OU burn. But
I'm sold on you as though, bro. Listen, I'm completely sold. That's my quarterback.
No, you should get the mullet and be. You should get the mullet and be Ewers for Halloween, bro.
Listen, man, that is my quarterback, though, bro.
That boy be slinging that ball, bro.
Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah. That's my quarterback, bro. He's already
jersey, bro.
He is already my favorite quarterback since Colt McCoy, bro.
Okay. You don't like Sam?
Listen, I like him better. I think I like him better than Sam. I do. Listen, one thing I like about Sam, the one thing I can't say that I liked about Sam was that I thought that Sam was from Austin. I think that he was bred. All he wanted to do was play for the Longhorns, and I like that. But so the Ewers, though, and that's why I like what I'm seeing from Ewers throwing the ball more than I did from Sam.
Bro, did you see him enter the stadium?
Yeah,
that was epic, bro. Epic. Yeah, I watched the OSU game too. I know you don't really care about Oklahoma State, but I see them pull it on out. But Kansas, bro, Kansas TCU, that game was dope. Kansas's quarterback went out, and he's actually out for the season, bro. But they backup quarterback came in slinging. I was just telling Brown, I was like, bro, OU would kill to have y'all backup quarterback.
Oh my gosh, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, but I was listen, man. I almost had one of those sports Grand Slam weekends because both my teams won this weekend, and almost all the ops lost. Almost all the ops lost.
So
Saints and the Longhorns won.
Yeah.
Falcons lost. They got whipped. And then Dallas won. But if Dallas would have lost, that would have been my trifecta weekend, though. Yeah. That happens. That probably happens once or twice a year, basically, though, where all the odds lose. Yeah.
So let me ask you this. You brought up Dallas. Is Dak getting the team back, bro?
Oh.
Because I get it. He making the bread. You paid him to be the starter. But, I mean, this is how Romo lost his job.
Okay, so I get that, but I think that Dak is still too early on in this process to not get his job back. Plus, I think that when all things considered, I think that if they're winning these games with like this, I think they would have won these same games that they won with Dak as well. So from that perspective, I think that
See,
their offense,
you
like
got
this,
way more faith because my thing is that even when Dak was there, he wasn't moving the offense like this, bro.
mm,
And my thing is that it's about chemistry, right? Like you can have team people on the team, but I mean I get it, right? Because Ewers has better chemistry, I think, than Card. Well, he definitely can throw the ball a whole lot better than Card. But I'm just looking at Dallas, though. They were not this productive. I'm talking running backs and everybody involved.
see, I think that so this is my thing. I think that they're okay. So think about that though, right? They're winning the games, and I think that here's the thing. I think that this dude Rush is managing the game. Like he's not turning the ball over,
Yeah.
right? But I don't think that when you look at their offense, I don't think their offense just looks explosive or some powerhouse. They're just saying, all right, we gonna feed it to the run, we gonna feed them running back, and we gonna throw it to CD a couple of times here and there. But I think that statistically speaking, I think that their offense isn't nearly as explosive as it was with Dak. But I think that the reason why I think that if you tell me that their defense would play all of these games that they're playing right now the exact same way if Dak was there, then I think that they would still run. I hate them, but I do have to admit that their defense looks good. The one thing I can say though is that I think that their front seven looks good. I think that what I think that people to me over give their DBs way too much credit because I think that people look at Diggs and they talk about all the picks, but he still get cooked though, bro. And I don't think nobody's running away from him. Like he get cooked. So I think that their defense has just been playing that well though, bro. But I think they would play that way with Dak too.
So let me ask you this though, right? Let's say because obviously this is a big game this weekend. They play the Eagles, right? And the Eagles are still undefeated, which
Yep.
Mark knows everybody has so
Mhm.
eloquently let us everybody know. Let me ask you this. They start losing games. Is the Dallas fans calling for Rush back, bro?
I listen, that is tough because listen, if they beat the Eagles, I think you'll have more people saying we need to just go ahead and keep Rush in there,
No,
right?
no,
Like
no.
if,
Dak's supposed to be back this weekend.
but if that comes back and then they start losing, which I hope that happens, by the way. I can't wait to see it. I cannot
You
wait.
want to see the dissension amongst
Oh
Cowboys
my
fans.
god. I want
Bro,
to see how
listen.
fast they turn on Dak, bro.
I posted on Facebook and I was like, yo, is Dak getting his team back? And they all commented and they talking about some we. I said, hold on, bro. It ain't no we. I don't care. This ain't my team. I just asked the question. Like, this ain't no we. I don't care about y'all's team. I just wanted to know. I asked that question. And yeah, they was on there, boy. People ain't never commented before was commenting on there.
I just, you know what? I think the thing that I'd be curious to see though, bro. Like, there's a lot of listen. There are a lot of Cowboy fans that aren't Dak fans. Like, I know some diehard Cowboy fans that just can't stand Dak, and I think that the reason why is because he is really good at being average. Like Dak Prescott to me is Kirk Cousins, but on the Cowboys. It just Kirk Cousins is just a middle of the road, maybe from if you were ranking quarterbacks 15 to 20, somewhere around there. But because he's on the Cowboys and these Cowboys franchises is worth the most, and their fans love sticking with him even when they disappoint him every year. But because it's Dallas though, man, I think that Dak is really like I think his worth is over embellished to me though, man. And I just think that it's I can't wait though. I can't wait. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Like the minute that Cooper Rush has a better record than him, it's gonna happen. Because some people who didn't believe in Dak all this time will basically say, "Hey, that's our reason. Like that's enough." But I don't know.
Now I agree with you, bro. I got a question for you. So interesting. I just happen to be when it comes to comedians, bro. How much leeway do they get?
Okay, so if you are a comedian, part of it is that I expect for you to tell something that that you think is funny, but
Mhm.
also have the good jokes to me are the ones that also have some bit of truth in it, right? So from that regard, I think that I try to give a comedian more leeway than I would give them the average person because at the end of the day, it's kind of like, all right, it's they're doing their job, right? If we want to put it technically speaking, though. So from that regards, I would give a comedian more leeway to say some things that I wouldn't necessarily give the same kind of leeway to the average person.
Okay. I asked that because Charleston White has some slick comments about Major, T.I., and I think
Boosie's son.
Boosie's son. Do he owe T.I. 5 minutes, bro?
I think you do. And listen, uh technically speaking, I guess you could say he don't, right? Because T.I. son is 18 now. But that's still, to
Still
T.I.
a
that's
kid,
always
bro.
gonna be his kid. That's his
Right,
kid, right?
right.
So
Somebody
as a
say something about
father,
Duke to this day, bro.
yes. So as a father, I'm gonna put them hands on him when I see him. But at the same time, though, this is the one thing. So this is the thing I think. So I'm gonna tell you the one thing that makes Charleston White dangerous, bro, is that Charleston White seems like the kind of person that will purposely push you to the edge. And when you put them hands on you, it's because he's looking to call the police or he's looking
He
to
already
sue
he
you,
already
right?
did. He already
Right.
did.
And so I think that to me, that's totally his MO. Like he has called the police and he'll say, I'm looking, I got, and this is the thing, I think that it's part of his gimmick. I do think a lot of it is this character, like he likes to say. He's a character. So I don't think he's a comedian, but I think that the part that's dangerous about Charleston White is that there are some times where he might say some real stuff though, bro. Like he'll say some factual stuff, and you think like, yo, that's all fact. That's no conjecture. That is 100%. But then it's like when you do these other things, oh, bro, then that to me discredits the facts that you're saying. Like when you come at somebody's kids, though, bro, and you're
Right.
basically like he basically just randomly came at Boosie's. He's been coming at Boosie for some time now, right? Because he basically let me take a step back. He basically has been low key coming at Boosie because he said he was a Mo3 fan, and Mo3 was an affiliate of Boosie, and he's basically saying them people that killed Mo3, you still ain't came back at them. Matter of fact, some people shot at you, and you still ain't came and clapped at the people who shot at you, basically. So he's
Mhm.
been low key coming at Boosie for probably the good bit of the past couple of years now. And then I think that the Ti son just became random, but then it's like at the same time, what he was saying is backed by some facts because he's saying, bro, at the end of the day, he's saying, we watched you grow up on TV in a mansion with a maid in your dad $1 million house who makes millions of dollars. But you trying so hard to be hard, right? But then it's just like once you kind of get into he's
He
ugly,
ugly.
he's just
Yeah.
then we talking about a whole different conversation. And, and,
Right.
and yeah, so from that,
So, but what I'm saying is though, the same evidence that he said that he tagged the police department in is the same evidence. I would be like, well, that's why you got these hands ran up on you because you're talking about my kid. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing. Like you started running your mouth first. You know what I'm saying? And you like, well, oh no, that you threatening me or you threatening a senior citizen or whatever. Like, bruh, you get the freedom of speech to say what you want, but you also gonna accept these consequences that come with your freedom of speech.
listen, one time Charleston White had a dude who was in jail, right? And this dude was a gang member. And he said Charleston White says something, and then this dude who was in jail had apparently got a phone, hold to a phone, and posted something from like almost like posted a Facebook message or something like that, right?
Mhm.
So Charleston White goes and contacts the warden, and sends that video to the warden and said, "Hey, you got an inmate who is in jail threatening my life, and you know I got y'all should know about this, and y'all should know that he has a cell phone." And got the dude pinched, and I think he probably got I don't know what kind of reprimand he actually faced, but you know what I'm saying. But he did it, and he was so proud of himself, so proud that he did it because to him his motto is that I can't wait to put some of these gang members in jail, and whatever I got to do to put them in jail, he's willing to do it. So I think that's what I'm saying. That's what makes him dangerous because he calls himself an activist, but at the same time, it's just like, bro, you walk on a very fine line of being an activist and being a clown, and he gladly does it. And I think that a lot of people fall for it every single time, though, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, but if it's me though, man, like, yeah, you gotta. Yeah, he said some real spicy stuff about some people. And listen, I mean, to his point though, and his credit, he's doubled down on it. But at the same time, though, man, I'm like I said, you couldn't, man. If I saw you, on site means on site.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think that an apology would even correct anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, let me ask you this, man. A lot of people have been on Russell Wilson's head, bro. Say that boy out there looking like the great value version of himself right now. And so trying to figure out, bro, is there some real reality to, I mean, is there some realism to this?
Okay, this is a scenario where I think that all things can be true when people say that. So you think about this though. All right, so Russell Wilson is in his first year, so he doesn't have the chemistry with his players, even though he had the whole offseason for the most part, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I still think that game-wise, like there's something that you got to build up somebody's timing. So that's one of the things. The other thing, too, as well, is that their coach, I believe, is a first-year coach, and he is only their coach because the Denver Broncos thought that for some reason that they would be able to, if they got him, that they'd be able to lure Aaron Rodgers. That's the report anyway.
Yeah.
And I think that their first-year head coach, I think that he's also kind of getting exposed from his play calling because it's like, oh, yeah, you were able to get away with some of those things because you had Aaron Rodgers. Now you don't. How you look. Very much how Dallas's coach, Mike McCarthy. Right. He looked great because he had Aaron Rodgers. And I think that Aaron Rodgers was like putting cologne on funk. And I think that that's a lot what it is, though, man. But I don't know, man. Russ he looks real shaky though, bro. And I've seen Russ. I've watched two very terrible games where he just looked bad. And when they talk about let Russ cook, I'm thinking like, I don't know, man. But he doesn't have the running game to back him on up like he. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that's at his that's at his disadvantage. But he don't look good, and it doesn't help that he got the big contract. He got that bread, boy.
Bro, that one picture where that dude was looking at him while he was sitting on the sideline drinking his drink, bro.
My gosh.
That meme right there, bro.
Yeah, and you know, that's the thing about it. Some people literally thought that the Broncos were just a quarterback away from being a Super Bowl contender. That's the reason why I think that so many people are so disappointed because it's like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we thought you were supposed to be the guy to come through and Tom Brady this thing the way he did with the Bucks. And so he said he wanted to join because of the weapons, and he just seems to be having some issues with getting the ball to the weapons, bro. So I don't know.
It just ain't looking good for Russells right now, bro.
No, man. No.
And you know the other Russell to me can't do no wrong. So yeah.
He getting that. They said that the Lakers are having renewed conversations with the Utah Jazz, bro, and Russell.
For what though?
I think they're still trying to get him up out of there, bro.
No, I'm saying what piece would they be trying to get though? That because I mean the big conversation wasn't with Utah. The big conversation was with the Pacers.
I think
Buddy Hield and your boy.
I think that they could do something like Mike Conley Jr. for Russ, and I think that they could do Mike Conley Jr. and one of those picks for Russ. I think that Mike Conley Jr. and they can swap. No. Do Mike Conley Jr. for Russ, either straight up or Mike Conley Jr. for Russ and a draft pick. I think that they would do that. One of them.
I don't know, bro. I definitely want to see what this thing look like in full gear. Because here's the thing, bro. If they trade Russ, I hope the Lakers don't even make the playoffs, bro. I, like I hope they don't even. I hope they see that. Dang, this wasn't really Russ. That's what I want them to see. I'm talking about.
That would be listen. If the Lakers traded Russ and still didn't make the playoffs, oh my God, LeBron would be out of there, bro. If all this time,
liking the Cavalier tweets, bro.
Oh my gosh, bro. Let me ask you this though, man. Did you see there's a video of the Brooklyn Nets and they are outside and it's Kyrie and KD and they all listen to some music and they singing along with the lyrics and everything like that. And then right in the corner of the video, right, you see Ben Simmons comes through and he looks like he's not seriously, but he comes out there and shoots this jump shot, bro, and he go and it's like the follow through was like he just got up there and did this, man. Follow through this way, and the ball just air ball, and everybody was like, "Bro, you still got this broke jump shot, bro." I died laughing when I saw this, though, man. Have you seen that video?
I haven't seen it, man.
Oh my gosh, so man, it's one of those things, though, bro, that when you see it, nobody is actually looking. They're looking at KD and Kyrie. But I mean, it's like when you see him show that jump shot, bro. It looks broke, bro. It's broke.
Oh man,
yeah, it's terrible.
Bro, what is the deal? Well, no, I want to keep it on sports before we get to that. So there was a fan that decided to run on the football field for animal rights or something. He had the pink smoke, and he runs out there, and one of the players spears him. And so now he's suing. And in LA, they actually have rules as to where he's in his legal right to sue, even though he was the one trespassing. What do you feel about the hit? What do you feel about the whole scenario?
Listen, I'm all for the hits.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
all for it.
I wanted him to get hit harder, bro.
I did too. I think he got off lucky, and I'm gonna tell you this. I think that the way that I would remedy this is that I would sue him as well.
Yeah,
I would sue him
for endangering my life with
for
that
endangering for the max, right? The max, whatever you can do. Sue him all the way for trespassing, for whatever you can sue him for, and then that just voids everything out.
Yeah, they gotta let these boys go hard.
Gotta let them go.
Now something happened yesterday, right? Where somebody got pushed or something, and now they suing the
so
Raiders.
I don't know if they're suing, but Devontae ended up pushing this dude. He was walking off the field, and this was a dude who I believe, I don't know if he worked for the Raiders or if he worked for the NFL, but it was a camera guy, and I think that he was just frustrated. Ends up pushing this dude and everything like that. And the dude was just walking past, and I don't know what Devontae Adams was thinking though, man. But yeah, it was crazy though, man. I think it was so unnecessary though, bro.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
But speaking of hits, what we doing about Draymond, bro?
That was rich. That was rich. That was platinum, bro. That was platinum.
That joke
was platinum,
bro. Yeah, what we doing about Draymond, bro?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. If Jordan Poole is all right with it, then I gotta be all right with it. Right. And I don't know that the organization can make their decision based around that. But here's the thing, though, bro. I think that Draymond has gone forever without these kind of things being checked. And I think that the longer he's in the league and the more they win, right? I think the more entitled he feels to be able to say, and do basically whatever. So you think about that, right? You wig out and you call LeBron all kind of bees, whatever they get you suspended. That's one of the things that kind of propelled them to come back on you, right? You at first you was kicking everybody in the balls, right? It's just it's always something with Draymond. He called KD out, right? That caused your 2 rings to be it. It should have been 4 or 5. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, at some point you got to have the honest conversation of
this ain't okay.
This ain't okay, one, but Draymond's value is he's only this valuable to the Warriors because you can't put Draymond on any other team and he say he's going to do the same things. He's going to look, I mean, all these assists that he get, yeah, he's going to do the same things, but it's just going to look different.
So
and
you wouldn't go to the Bucks and be the same Draymond?
I don't think so, bro. I think that, and listen, I think that Steph and Clay and all them boys, the shooters that they got, would still be able to put up the same kind of shots. I just think that Dre helps opens the court up. But at the same time, I just think that you also got to think, can we win without Dre? Can we win these championships without Draymond Green?
Let me ask you, that's a good question. If you the organization, who you choosing, Poole or Draymond? You giving out a max deal, or you giving out that long money, or you about to give somebody about to get that payday. Who you got?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Because I look at it in so many ways.
He is valuable to
them,
the Warriors. But is he more valuable than Poole?
Well, see, I think to be honest with you, I think that Poole could be the succession plan, right? I think that Poole could be your chip to say if we run this back, when we extend Poole, and when we get to the point where we think that Steph is getting ready to retire and Clay is, I think that Jordan Poole becomes the 1A guy because he has the talent. The very next day he plays in the game and he was out there getting busy against the Lakers, though, bro. But I don't know, man. I don't know how you call that, though, bro. I think that you try to keep it together for as long as you can. But here's my thing. What does Poole think is the fair one? Like if you say, listen, in order for me to be good with this, me and him got to go ahead and shoot the fair one. And that's the only way, right? Whether y'all want to put us in boxing gloves or whatever. Like, I don't know what do you do, because here's my thing about it. Like, fights have happened before, but it's on camera, right? So it's just like, bro, like for forever, bro, at least for the next little while, like you're gonna have to get buckets and do something spectacular for people to forget that, right? So that's why I just think that I don't know, man. If Jordan Poole is all right with Dre staying, if he's good with saying y'all just give me my money, then I'm cool though, bro. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's a tough one, man. I do think his apology was sincere. And he basically was saying that he had some other stuff going on outside of
don't matter. I don't care about that.
I mean, I know you don't. I'm just
and listen, here's my thing though. This is the way I look at it. Did Draymond look at him like, I'm gonna swing on you because I can. Like, I think I can take you. Like, I just don't listen, Ace Kennedy. If me and you are getting in a heated argument, and I ever felt like you were walking up on me to the point where I gotta push you, right? Ace Kennedy, you my brother from another mother. But I'm gonna have to punch you in your face. And I can apologize to you after that if you said no, that wasn't my intention. And I told you I jumped the gun.
Right. But listen, if you Draymond though, Jordan Poole pushed you. So in his mind,
you walked up on him though. No, you walked up on him for the smoke. But if you walked up on me, then I would say, listen, I apologize for punching you, but why did you walk up on me? I thought when you walk up on me, I got to get mine off first though. So that's what I'm saying though. You can apologize if you Jordan Poole, but you Draymond, like you're basically, you're apologizing. But if you Jordan Poole, you say, man, I apologize for
Yeah, but
punching
Jordan
you.
Poole probably think the NBA players will never swing on each other.
Facts, and that's what I think. That's why.
So
But then,
that's a sucker punch.
well. Here we go. Just because you punch a sucker doesn't mean that it's a sucker punch, bro.
Yeah, but only Rondo swings on people. I ain't seen nobody else swing on nobody.
No, that doesn't count because Rondo didn't get this. This right here was probably one of the cleaner punches that I think that I've seen. Like the Rondo was a little, it was a little, it wasn't like knockout. The Rondo's wasn't. But I'm talking about this right here, though, man. This was, I'm trying to knock you out. So, like, I listen, bro. It's what, so Draymond, you know what I think? Draymond in this case comes across very much like how I think DeMarcus Cousins. Like I've always thought like DeMarcus Cousins just need his ass whipped, bro. He would always feel like he was the bully, and I've never looked at Draymond like he was the bully. And so until this, though, man. So
yeah, but DeMarcus Cousins though got punked by the Twins, bro.
Yeah, and even the Twins. I've seen the Twins go into cardiac arrest when the Joker pushed that boy. He ain't been the same since then, bro. It's like everybody feels that way. That's the thing about, that's the one thing I can tell you about the NBA is that everybody thinks they're a tough guy until they get tested, right? Yeah. And then that's where you really, everybody who says that everybody who you could say was the bully or was it like, yeah, they all get, no, they ain't ready for that.
Bro, did we talk about Kanye and the WLM already? Or did we just talk about something else about him? Like
we talked about the WLM, but then since then he's came back out. And this is the one thing. This is the one thing that I'm gonna tell you something that just drives me insane, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Why is it though? Right. And I don't agree with what Kanye said here recently.
Right.
But Kanye said something like, I'm gonna say something that's gonna upset the Jewish people. And he does. But my thing is this, bro. Why is it that still, and for as long as I can remember, why is it that the highest escalation, when you say, oh, you really didn't went there, why is it that everybody still feels so sensitive to Jewish sensitive? Like nobody wants to upset the Jewish people. Like when you go there, it's like, oh, we really got to cancel you, right? So it's like, never mind the slap in the face to black people that Kanye did by wearing the White Lives Matter shirt, right? But God forbid, though, that's all right. But you go to the Jews and you offend them, that's a level. I've never understood that. Like I understand that everybody has sensitivity and respect the offensiveness and respect offending any group. But listen, with that particular, everything is anti-Semitic. And Nick Cannon had the same thing, right? It's like when you offend that group.
Let me ask you this question: is it because you're affecting the money? Because that's the
maybe
the stereotype is
the Jews run everything, right? And I get that, right? But then it's just like, all right, nobody was saying nobody. Okay, I'd like to think that nobody outside of the black community or nobody outside of the hip hop community, our culture, was saying cancel Kanye, right? But the minute that's out, there may be some of our people, right? The culture. When I say, like I said, when I say our people, I'm saying that I'm not saying that it's limited to just black people, but I'm saying people who are in tune or in the know of black culture, right? But we were some of us were saying, yeah, I'm done with Kanye. But some people who outside of that wasn't until he offended that particular group. And I just never understood, like, why is it that group is at the highest level of being offended? Like it's crazy.
Do you think talking about Jews is more than even the LGBTQ plus?
I think so, man. I think so. And the reason why I say that is because, like you said, uh, the Jews, they like the whole thing, right? Is that they got all the money, they run television, they run the banks, they got the bag, you know what I'm saying? And I do think that I think that you can offend the LGBTQ community and come back from it if it's highly offensive. But I just don't think, and maybe somebody could tell me a time where it's happened, but I've never seen anybody just completely say something that all people from that particular community said, no, we find this community, and somebody's came back from it though, bro.
Yeah,
It's like it really has been like that's it. That's the death.
Well,
That's
here's the crazy thing: is Kanye wasn't done there, bro. He then said something about Lizzo, and I'm thinking, like, bro, why do y'all black men keep saying stuff about Lizzo? Like, why? Why? What is the deal with this, bro?
I don't listen, bro. I mean, listen, if you Lizzo, if you got new music, now's the time to drop it.
Yeah, she just like dropped the album or something.
Yeah, if you got a new visual, if you got something new, it's the time. Mike, listen, man, I do listen. Here's the thing about it. I do think that Lizzo can be doing way too much, right? Being over the top. And I think a lot of times this is the thing I think that's crazy. Okay, and maybe I'm even talking about people like myself.
Yeah, because I got something to even just what you said.
If Lizzo was skinnier, would people say the things that she's doing over time? Because here's the thing: Lizzo's always been one that kind of flaunts her body. She's all about the bigger girl empowerment and this. I get all of that, right? But I guess my thing is that would people really feel? Because some people feel like they just are so like disgusted, but then it's like very obviously, right? If she wasn't as big, would people have that kind of issue with it though, man? I feel like on some level though, man, black men specifically should defend Lizzo more than what I think they do. I think people, I never see black men who have the platform come to her defense.
No.
Like maybe some do, but I don't see nobody come to her.
You hear more. Obviously, you hear more of the negative than you do the positive.
You hear more of the negative, and not just that though. I never hear somebody who defends Lizzo and then do so while at the same time lashing back at the person who base called out. Like, nah, clap at them, and you know what I'm saying, support her, defend her. But listen, I'm gonna need that same kind of energy though, bro. Like.
But here's the thing: Lizzo hasn't even been doing anything but like performing and doing whatever. She hadn't she hadn't even been like doing the outrageous stuff that you are referencing. So it's just interesting to me though that, like she said, like why can't y'all keep my name at y'all mouth? Like, but it is giving her. I mean, because you had Ari Spears, and then of course he had his immediate karma, and then Kanye, and at least his vote of non-confidence is gonna give her a boost in everything, because just to spite him.
Musically, bro, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Musically, Lizzo has never did anything wrong to me, bro. I actually started listening to Lizzo 2 weeks ago, though, bro. Like after we had, the matter of fact, shortly after we had the conversation about Doja Cat, I went and listened to Lizzo, and I was just like, you know what, bro? I can't find. I don't see anything at all wrong with what I still consider her more of a singer. While people try to label her as a rapper, but I think that listen, man, Lizzo music is dope, bro. And I don't know what it is about why people like to have Lizzo's name in their mouth like that, though, bro. But listen, let me tell you this though. That is what is funny, right? When people tried to jump on Russell Wilson though a couple weeks ago, when they said, "Oh, this boy got his white voice on," right? And we knew exactly what they meant when they say he got his white voice on. Kanye talking to Tucker Carlson, bro. I said, Kanye, bro. this cannot be the same Kanye that got up here and said George Bush hates black people, bro. Like I was that's the thing that I was just blown away by, because I'm thinking like, Kanye, if you didn't sound like this when you was talking to Drinking Champ, so bro. And my thing is that if you're Kanye, if you yay like you say, then why do you feel like you got to go and make him feel comfortable, right? If that's like
he's on his white supremacy stuff, right?
Man, I was just like, bro, if you don't get out of my face with that, though, bro, I'm like, Kanye, man. Like,
look,
I know the. Oh my god.
You know what's funny about the whole? You just said the white voice and everything, right, bro? Sarah literally called you before the pod.
I thought I missed her call,
and your voicemail came on, and she said, "Who is that?"
No, I don't even know what my voicemail says. I haven't done. You know how long it's been since I put the voice. I'm just sitting here trying to think. What does my voicemail even say?
Oh my gosh! Let me see if I can call it.
I don't think it sounds. It don't sound corporate.
I don't know. I haven't, like, I can't think of it right now. Let me see.
I think I just say you reach my voicemail. If you leave a message, I'll call you back.
See, even then you just changed your voice.
I put a little bass in
it. We gonna hear it right now.
I'm letting it ring.
My voicemail. If you leave a message, I'll call you back.
It wasn't too bad.
At the tone,
yeah,
please.
that wasn't bad. That was that was straight.
But it still got a little spice to it. It ain't the same.
Nah, it ain't no Kanye.
Nah, you ain't go Kanye. Hey, but speaking of dumb stuff people say, bro, you kind of stumped on my transition, but that's all right. I'm still gonna use it. You told me that Serpent Queen is better than House of Dragons to you.
Oh, listen, and speaking of that, I did say that. We're gonna get into that. Before I get into that, I wanted to tell you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got Hulu.
Yeah.
But you do got Hulu.
Yeah.
Okay, so on Hulu, surprise me, there is a show on Hulu that I watched with Neat called Reasonable Doubt. Cold show. And listen, the thing that's dope about the show is, so Nikwa had told me about, and this is a show that's produced by Kerry Washington. Nick was telling me about it, and that she had been telling me about it. I was like, and then we watched it, and listen, for starters, the music in it, the score of it is fire, right?
Yeah.
Fire. And the whole idea behind this show is that it feels very much like Scandal, right? Got that kind of feel to it, like that certain level of darkness like Scandal will have. But I mean, at the same time, you kind of see a lot of things from a black woman's perspective and everything like that. But what's dope about it though, bro, is that this girl, she is a lawyer at a law firm. She's a partner of, and she's the only black person. She's the only black partner, right? And and what's weird is that she does some things that, like you talk about, put on like the white voice. Well, she basically, when she's around her black people, she wears her natural hair. But before she goes to work, she keeps her hair straight, right? And that was one of those things that I think that natural girls used to kind of have this little thing, the stigma, right? That you never went all the way natural. You would wear, that's the corporate thing, to have your hair flat. But she's a lawyer, and basically her thing is that she defends. She got high profile clients, and the idea is that she's not necessarily, she's defending the reasonable doubt, basically, though, man. And it's like it's episodic, so it comes on. It's not like the whole series is out there. It's like it's a new episode every week. But dope series. It's one of those ones where I'm not gonna even lie, I was kind of stalling to want to go ahead and watch it. But it's dope. Anywho,
I'm gonna have to watch it though because I be looking for shows I can watch without Sarah because we got about 5 shows that we watch together, and so I'm stalled out on them because
no, you gonna listen. If she finds out about this one, she gonna want to watch it
I'm
with
saying
you.
I just won't even tell her about it. I just start watching it.
Well, listen, Serpent Queen in House of Dragons.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I think. Okay, I think House of the Dragons is dope. I think that in terms of the entertainment value of it, right? I think that Serpent Queen is more entertaining. And I'll tell you why. I think that the storyline of Serpent Queen being completely new, not based off of anything that I had already seen. I think that how original it is, though, bro, it just seems like I'm just more entertained, and I'm more like I find myself on the edge of my seat more trying to, just follow along. So I think that with House of Dragon, until this last episode, though, bro, I was just kind of in this lull stage where I was like, all right, it's cool and everything like that. And y'all got my attention by default, right? Y'all got my attention based off of Game of Thrones, right? Not necessarily off of this. And so I'm watching it, and like I said, it's cool, but I'm talking about just entertainment value. I think Serpent Queen is better, bro.
Yeah, bro. Everything you just said is the opposite of what I feel, meaning that I thought House of Dragons stood on its own. And yes, it does have the nostalgia feel of Game of Thrones, no doubt, obviously. But Game of Thrones didn't necessarily end on a high note. So the fact that you're bringing in a brand new story, I mean, obviously it's got books, related to it, but I'm saying you're bringing in a brand new story, brand new characters. Not a single person is somebody from the reference cast, and it's still holding it feels like Game of Thrones. That I think that's what's entertaining. Yes, this is a peacetime era where it's not a whole bunch of action. I mean, obviously the biggest highlight was old boy getting his head cut off, talking that smack. You know what I'm saying?
And he was talking real spicy to the boy, though, man. And listen, you know what's crazy? I thought if anybody who would have slapped, like, what would have been more mind blowing is the girl, his brother's wife, if she would have did it, though. But I was like, there's no way he gonna talk this crazy to the kid.
Well, yeah, but he was saying the stuff that she wants to say, though, so she wasn't gonna do it. If anything, Rhaenyra should have, did something because you talking spicy against my kids now. Right?
Listen, bro. I don't know what this king. This is the thing I think that's crazy. Listen, you mean to tell me you got all these? Think about this though, bro. All these white-haired kids walking around, and then you got these 2 boys out here that look like they can pass for Spaniards, right? And not just to mention that the fact that the black man with the dreads, the gray dreads, he got gray hair, white hair. And the other girl who got the white blonde hair, they got 2 kids together, and their kids
don't look mixed, bro.
The kids do look mixed. They look like they look like light skin.
No. They look white. Even that was part of the black man's argument. He was like, bro.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you look at them 2 boys there. And you mean to tell me that them boys is Valerian? You got to be out your mind. And listen, everything he said is fact. And this is my thing. I'm just wondering. I know that it's the king, right?
Yeah.
But I just still wonder, like, if everybody feels that way, right?
Right.
Is the king just...
The king loves his daughter, bro. That's his daughter. So his daughter can't do no wrong. That's his daughter. So while you talking about his grandkids, you're also talking about his daughter's kids. Like, at the end of even think about it, right? When he found out there was even a possibility that Damien had been clapping them cheeks, he gave her the tea. You know what I'm saying? He slid her the tea before everybody, before anything else, because that's his daughter at the end of the day. So I get all of that, but his daughter can't do no wrong in his eyes.
I don't know, bro. It's the most obvious. It's the biggest elephant in the room every single time that you got these boys out here who look like they just stand out like sore thumbs that are supposed to be the ones that are the heir to the Iron Throne, bro. It's the craziest thing. And it's one of those things that I could easily see would cause the most dissension for the rest of the time.
But you know what's funny though, because if you were to watch I know you don't watch the behind the episode stuff like that comes on right after it. But the black dude was like, you see, he had to slice me from behind. He was like, he couldn't come in my face. He said, bro, it was so he was keeping it so real, like as far as like from the character's perspective, it was super dope. But
Yeah, that's a sharp sword though, bro.
yeah, that was probably that Valerian steel though. 'Cause
Yeah,
he
yeah,
sliced
yeah.
him something serious, bro. His teeth were still in place.
Yo, it was listen, man. It was as I said, that part was dope. But I just think that the storytelling though, like about the what's gonna happen next part, like on Serpent Queen, yeah, I just think that it's better. And aside from that, I'm gonna tell you one other good show that I don't know if you're into it like that, but The Interview with the Vampire is dope. It's a series that comes on AME, and it's fire. I'm about to watch episode 2 today, but I saw the first episode. Dope show.
Now on Serpent Queen though, when old girl did slice old boy's neck, bro, she wilding, bro.
Oh yeah, she wigging. And listen,
Wilding.
and she wilding. And the thing that I think that's crazy to me though, bro, and this is when I tell you that it comes more to when it talks about developing characters or reinforcing things about characters, because it just made the king looks more of a simp. That he was like, yeah, of course you're forgiven, and everybody's looking at him like, really, like
Right,
you
yeah.
out here with
Anybody
this
that
woman
tells
that's
the
twice
truth,
your
bro.
age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anybody that tells the truth is getting clapped.
Yeah, I didn't see that part coming, bro. It's just like I said, I just think that the way that they're developing their characters, I like it better, man.
But why does she keep setting up her maid like that though, bro?
So that's the part that I don't know, bro.
I think she knows that she can read, bro.
You think so?
Yeah, I think because the note came right. I think she must have wrote the note that she got. Maybe she wrote a note to somebody and she figured it out that it was her. You know what I'm saying? Because she can't trust anybody pretty much. And so she giving the game to this girl, but it's just like, yeah, something's. I mean, obviously we gotta wait till next episode, but yeah.
But that's the thing about it. I think that for this though, I've been more on the edge of my seat about what's gonna happen next, bro.
But that's because you still ain't got over the fact that Damon was clapping young girl. I can't.
Right. So you think about that though. So you think about that. So now Damien is the father-in-law of his nephews, and he's the cousin of he's the stepdad of his nephews, but he's also the cousin of one of his kids' wives or something like that. It's the weirdest thing though, bro.
It is, but that's just what the history is. So that's, and here's the crazy part. The directors actually commented on it again. Like they were saying that, how you were bringing up the history of history, like the real history. Yeah. That's what it's based upon. George R. R. Martin basically said, yeah, this is reference to some of the things that have happened in history as to why it's mixed up like that. But it's crazy to me how your boy that got his eyeball sliced out the last episode, right? How much bigger he is than his older brother is now.
Okay, so that part that part, to be honest with you, isn't that big of a deal. And the reason why I say that is because here's the thing. So the reason why I say that is because my little brother is bigger than me, and probably when we were about the same age, he was probably bigger than me. Ken was taller than LJ, so that part wasn't that big of a deal to me.
Yeah, but the reason why that was big of a deal to me is because to me that I thought the casting has been pretty spot on as far as like when you look at the progression of how the girls, when they grew up, the older girls look like the younger girls. So to me, he just looks so out of place. Like his face is real long.
Yo, his face real long. I said, boy, you got long face out here. That boy face looks like a banana, bro.
Bro, he got that Bray Wyatt mask face, bro.
Oh my gosh. So, yeah, but the one thing that I do think that they look so much more grown than the two boys. than the
Right.
other two boys. Yeah, because
Right.
they still look like they about 12 years older than me.
Right.
And
Right.
he looking like he about 18, 19 years old. When they slashed him in the face, they looked like they were about the same size.
Same age, right? That's what I'm saying. He
Yeah.
looked like a grown A man, bro.
Yeah. But he got a lot. I'm telling that boy faces. I thought it was just me, but they gave some extra. They put some extra face on him, bro.
Bro, his face is long, like old girl's teeth was. Well, she had a lot of.
Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah, his face shapes like a banana, bro.
Yeah.
Just like a banana.
Man, yeah, we ain't even get into the whole Bray Wyatt stuff, but we can talk about all that on Friday. But
Yeah, man.
yeah.
And so it's early in the week. What you got going on, man?
Man, I just finished up the feature that I had with this dude. So that was dope to finally get that done. I have reached out to Reggie. He's working on one of my songs for me for the album. So I still got 2 more left to do. But I gotta start packing for a conference. So just getting ready for this conference is basically it.
Okay. So I think that I'm excited, man, because I'm hoping that I can finally go ahead and release this new song while I'm also trying to set up to do a new visual for another song with my brother PBR. But that's really it. That's really it though for me though, man. But I'm like this song, I'm telling you though, bro, it's been a disaster. Like everything that can go wrong has been though, man. So, but I'm hoping to get it right.
Of you having these mixing issues that I was having with X-Man. Because X-Man, it went through so many revisions, bro. But
how many versions were you on X-Man?
17, 18, I think.
I'm up to 10 with this. And part of the issue, part of my issue is that it ain't passing. Like this was funny. I went through this is the thing. Part of my issue is that it sounds good when I'm mixing it and when it sounds good in my speakers, but it just ain't passing the car test. And I'm thinking I don't know why it's not though. So
yeah, and that's always the tough thing. But hey, it's those little details though, because I mean, right now, man, I've gotten so many people that said X-Man is probably their favorite song out of everything that I've done, which is interesting because it's not my favorite song of everything that I've done, but it is pretty high. Like it feels good to have a sound that feels new to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it does still sound like me, but I'm saying it is a pretty newer sound. So yeah,
that's dope. Now I'm hoping that I can go ahead and have this thing done. But man, it's just for some reason though, bro. It is just I think even when and this is the weird part. We could talk about it offline too, but it's weird because I don't know if it's just my limiter that I'm listening to it before I export it, but for some reason though, man, it's just my stuff it sounds like night and day from in the car versus in the lab, and it's not a good night and day. So
yeah. Oh, last thing before we go, bro. So let me tell you how regular I am to my family, bro. So we're at the state fair, bro. And the boys out there doing the performance, bro. We out here singing. The kids is out here singing elevators, bro. They out here singing elevators, doing all the stuff, bro. Getting the crowd hype. We get home. Sarah was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I thought this whole time. She said, I didn't know what the kids were saying. She said, I thought the song was Elevation. She said, I ain't know it was Elevators. And so I'm like, but babe, it has the up, up, down, down, the elevator music, the da 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 da. She was like, that makes a whole lot of sense now. She said, but in my brain, it was elevation. Elevation. She said, I ain't know the words the whole time. Song that been out for 2 years. My wife didn't even know the words to the song, bro.
That's nothing. My wife probably only knows like 3 of my songs, bro. So
right.
that's
because it's like we hear music so much, like I can't learn everything. Like I hear so much music, I get it. But yeah, I just thought it was funny. She said, yeah, I really thought it was Elevation.
Elevation. Oh my gosh. Let's get that music going, man. Let's get on out of here.
Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast.
Can you dig it, sucker?